The second question is, how effective is the combination of your main product and your ancillary text? Um, well, for the main product, we did the short film noir, and for my ancillary text, I chose to do a movie poster for our film and a double page spread, like film review in a magazine. So, linking together, well, um, this is the poster I made, and to make it, I used a few different programs. For the actual picture of just Jake, was I used Adobe Photoshop. For the writing here and the two names there and this bit along the bottom, I just used Microsoft Word for that bit. I put the picture into Microsoft Word and did it that way. And for the title here with the line through the middle, I used Fireworks to do that bit. With this photo on with the picture of Jake on Photoshop, I didn't really do a lot. All I basically did was change the saturation, so the shadow going down the middle of his face here was more like obvious, so that this is more black and that was more white sort of thing. So because having a shadow on the face like that is a convention of film noir, I just wanted to make it um, more obvious. For the title here, the line here, what I did when I was researching other film posters that I seen, it was on the American Gangster poster. I just have to get a picture up. Because American Gangster, it's not really a neo-noir film, but the poster would look good if it was a neo-noir, basically. I was a bit small, but as you can see, you've got the black and the white, and the line in between is it's like the white card, the one I've done. It's like a bit of blood smeared across. There you can see that. I'll get mine up again. Obviously a bit different because I wouldn't be able to get the exact same. And if I did get exactly the same, it might look a bit silly. But yeah, I used I think it was a paintbrush tool. I had a line. I used a paintbrush tool called Splatter, I think, and just drew that end bit on. I also used the same font as the American Gangster poster because I thought it worked well, and I've used that font for all the writing on the poster. Staying with the font, I also used that font on my double page spread, which is here. That font was Times New Roman. I used Times New Roman for all the actual review, all the text here, and here. I did use a different font for these like brief summaries here and here, and the titles of the actual film. Oh, and I used two different fonts here. I used a separate one for that, a separate one for the titles, and then again I used the font I used for those titles at the bottom here, and for the verdict, and also the website at the top. So that's a link between the poster and, well, the first link between the poster and the double page spread. It sort of shows a clear relationship between the two of them. I could have used, let's move that over a bit. I could have used, because I've used the Times New Roman there, I could have used that there for the headline of the review, but I thought it's a magazine, so it's going to have its own sort of thing. So I have tried to link them as much as possible, but I thought a magazine and a poster, they're sort of two separate industries. Like, because an actual film wouldn't have anything to do with what sort of reviews people write about them. Also with that font, I've used that font as like the font on the double page spread. I've used that one as like a one that the magazine would use quite a lot, because I've used it on the coming soon arrow here at the top as well. Another link between the two of them is the colours I used. These colours here, these ones here, the lines across the bottom, that one at the top, and the font here, I used the same colours as the font for the truth and tragedy bit, and also the website at the bottom. This bit here, it's the same colour, but I've just made it slightly transparent, because it's obviously in front of the picture, so you can just about see what's underneath the arrow still. The colour for this one is I think there's more than one different shades of red in there, but it's definitely not the same as that. I used a brighter one to make it stand out more, and brighter because it looks more like blood as well. For my poster, I decided to do it landscape in the end, which is quite unusual for a film poster, or just any poster really, to see it landscape, because there aren't many, but I did manage to find one or two that were also landscape, like the Trainspotting one. You see, that's obviously landscape, and this one down here too. And the other one was the Life of Pi one. That's in landscape too. So it's not completely like wrong doing it landscape, but it's slightly unusual. I think it's quite a good thing. Sort of subverts the conventions. The poster does, which is what we wanted the film to do. We wanted the film to subvert the conventions of film noir. That's why we did it modern and everything. So that sort of makes a link between the poster and the film. For my double page spread, obviously I did this landscape too, because well, it's a magazine, that's just how it would be across 2 pages. For the layout of this, I try to make it as realistic as possible, most like a real magazine as possible. So I had Empire magazine as the sort of my inspiration, and I tried to use as many things as they had. For example, this arrow here was from they had a similar sort of thing. They had lines all going around the outside. Haven't quite laid them the same out as theirs, but these ones and these ones crossed up. But yeah, I have done that. And they also had pictures like this, and these are both just screenshots from the film. they had them in um their film reviews too, so I just used a screenshot. I think this one's quite good. It's got both our main characters in it, and you can kind of both see them. It looks like they're talking about something really serious there, so I think that's quite a good picture to use for this one. And this one is the canted angle from the film. I just think that's a really good shot, so I thought I'd put that one on the double page spread. Also from the Empire magazine, they had little captions like trying to make it like a joke. So I tried to do it with one of them. Might not be very funny, but um, so I would say that my three different pieces don't actually link together that much. The poster and the double page spread share a few fonts, but they don't share them with the film. The only thing that all three really share is the use of the color red, like I showed earlier in the title of the film when it comes up during the credits, and just like here. Yeah, the next one was in the bar scene with the femme fatale with the red lipstick, the red dress, the red nails. Also, the red seat just there that she's sitting on. And at the end, the red light from the television. Here, when it changes in a second, there. We did this just because of the connotations of the color red. They sort of, well, I think they sum up the character of the femme fatale like really, really well, and so this being a film noir, I think it's quite good that we've included that. To make the combination of my main product and my ancillary task more effective, I think I should have like established more of like a brand between all of them. So, for example, using all of the using the same font and the same design of title for the unconventional truth, the actual title of the film, or them in all three pieces. Because, like I showed, mine were my double page spread, and on my poster, and on my and on the film. They're all different. I also think I could have incorporated more things from the film onto my poster, because at the moment it's just a picture of Jake. Maybe if I included, well, I could just put another character on there, another picture of a character, or maybe even like an item from the play, from the film, like the dog tags that were in it, or one of the settings, because I saw on the American gangster, in one of the American gangster posters. It's earlier on in this video. There's a picture of like New York in the back, which is where it's set. So I could have done something like that, and it would have hopefully would have established more of a brand. So I think I should have done that to make all three of them more effective. With the double page spread, I think that was difficult to make links with the other two, because it is meant to be like an outside outside the people that made the film. So with that, I just tried to make it as realistic and as most like a actual double page spread film magazine as I could.